concern of the parents and the students. From their perspective only I'll speak. Say, one is efficacy of the output, and efficacy of the output, and second is value for the money. Efficacy of the output, I mean, a student, he wants that my output, when I say pass out, what will be my efficacy? Whether I will be acceptable to the society and to the industry, or will I be able to stand on my own? Will I be able to have a startup? And second, the parent who has invested this much of money, he is expecting that how he is going to get back the return on investment. And the students were equally worried. Now these are the pollers. But then the real question is that we as a custodian of the higher education, really, honestly speaking, we have simply churning out a brigade of only degree holders, and virtually they have been completely disconnected with the requirement of the industries. And as SHM, they have put it that 2023 for 16 lakhs of students, every year they are appearing for the G exam. And normally 10 to 12 lakh students, they get entry into engineering stream. Another 5 lakhs they get entry into management stream. It's 17, 20 lakhs of students. So adding every year for the higher education, being today it is 37 million students are there enrolled at the higher education. The Ernst & Young report says that by 2030, 140 million students, they will be joining the higher education. Because now, in the age, our target of age bracket of 18 to 25 years, some 15 crores youngsters are there. If we extend it to 35 years, another 27 crores will be added. Total 42 crores are almost say, expecting to get the higher education. As the 60% of our population in India, that is a young population, and median being to 29 years. So really, this really is a challenge that we are really with 1,000 plus universities, 42,000 colleges. We have been in so many all faculty members, but virtually whether we have been able to really serve the purpose for all these huge edifices has been erected, that's really a challenge. Then here actually some two aspects are there. One, our academic dispensation is completely disconnected, devoid of the real requirement of the society. And the second, on the part of the students also, that much seriousness, the value is missing. Because the value, unless and until the value addition is a value proposition added in the education. Because they simply have come here, the normal question whenever I go for, say, any induction program, I ask you, raise your hands, how many have come for getting the degree. So automatically so many hands, yes, they start getting raised up. Then I told them, you are not here, you are not fit for continuing the study, because here we will not give you degree unless and until you deserve it. But then how far we have been able to really substantiate it, that's really a problem. And then so many other reasons are there which really...
One is certainly, he rightly pointed the value system, because the technology is growing just like anything, and it has become a part and parcel of our life. And how is it possible for us to inculcate those values or along with the curriculum, along with the teaching? How is it possible for us to make sure that the values are also imparted across the higher education sector? The second thing is from a professional point of view. If you look from the career point of view, how far are they skilled, or what is the type of skill we are able to impart? So basically, it has to start from the school itself, because now that NEP is also coming up, they have started rolling out the NEP, and what is expected in the higher education sector. The most important thing is the students who are able to solve the problems, students who are able to think from a critical point of view. I always cite one best example. I'm sure that Priyanka ma'am would know. The way in which the exam was conducted last year, the way in which the JEE mains and CBSE exams were conducted last year, the kind of preparations the school principals had to take. Basically, that was a problem-solving skill, right? From thinking from different dimensions, thinking from different perspective, and putting down a solution with the help of technology. So we had to remove all this paperwork and we made it paperless. So how is it possible for the undergrad students to become problem solvers? And that has to happen rightly from the school level. So combined with the skills for the career and life and value system, using the technology effectively and not misusing the technology, these two components are very, very critical for the future. And especially this is the right opportunity to inculcate. At the same time, we are facing challenges also. So that is my take on this, ma'am.
So when I'm looking into it from the perspective of schools and students who come to us at 3 plus and are almost 18 by the time they're entering into college out there, we get a wider spectrum of time and a wider phases of age that the students are going through. So flexibility and control in school level are much higher. So school education becomes very important for success of higher education. At higher education stage, the faculty have huge width of curriculum and out there, like in our 10th and 12th, what we have the board exams and the result to take care of. So to take classes per se on value or to integrate them out there will be a very tall order. If it is already done and students come who have very high goals on citizenship, very high levels of critical thinking and problem solving and applying knowledge into real life, 90% of the work is already done. So first thing that I bring to the takeaway is two things that I'm going to talk about. At a secondary level, we have to make our students independent learners, and they have to look at the interconnectedness of things out there. If they are seeing something in the book, they have to make connections with the real world. If they look at themselves as an individual, they also have to train themselves as good team players so that they are able to contribute not just to their colleges, to their projects, but to the community as a whole. The next part that I would like to share is that there is a cost to everything and resources are there. So schools have to play a very strong role, and with NEP talking about genius and talent identification and prodigies out there, because up till now, if you look into education, it is working on remediation. It is working on, need basis, not that long vision balance with short sighted. So we have to balance the two out there. So talent identification has to happen at school level with the school teachers and parents working together, that this child is a genius in this. Let's send them over to higher education here, not just fixated on certain careers because they're drawing or in the newspaper or news drawing TRPs by the kind of salary packages they are drawing, because in the next 10 years the kind of salary packages and jobs are going to change. The whole demography is going to change out there. So we have to make at school level our secondary learners lifelong learners. They are going to be in higher education and they will change their careers or grow in their careers at least 6 to 7 times. They will have to learn always, not just at higher education level out there. So they have to be taught how to learn on their own, and those are the skills that I'm talking about. If we give these two things to our students at school level, I'm sure higher education will create a wonderful success story which is globally renowned. So the bridge between school and colleges has to be strong there.